Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. How you guys doing? It is Thursday night, January 9th. We're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yahoo!
That's right, folks. We're here for another exciting edition, exciting Thursday night to talk about all the things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, special appearances from big-time wrestling names, title changes, and more. And guiding you in this journey is your host. I am Jose Casabona. I am also the host, the founder, the executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock, coming complete with new four-eyed vision for everyone to see. And on behalf of...
For you to see everyone.
For me to see everyone. And on behalf of all of us on this channel, we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Oh my god, is that what I look like with glasses on?
Yes.
A little bit of a red-greenish hue thing. Oh,
That's just the lenses.
Yeah, it's just lenses. But still, it looks cool. I like it. And joining behind the camera is... the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. A man who is always 20 steps ahead of all the jabronis on the internet, including the jabroni that he hates the most. I don't know. It's a tie with you. Is it Tony Khan or is it Onision? Like, which one do you hate the most?
Well, apparently I hate the camera because it just got unplugged. Hang on a second.
Well, regardless, this guy is 20 steps ahead of all the assholes on the internet. So know your role, shut your mouth, let him take you on this ride. It's Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. However misguided it may be, don't you ever forget the mister. Cut that out.
And much like all our other
don't you dare do that, please.
And
it's so cringe.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those living membership badges, causes, emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way is the fact that we have to work regular 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a way that you can help us be broken free from these shackles of fate and allow us to become what we were truly meant to be, because I don't know about you, but Jose wasn't meant to waste away in a freaking cubicle, and neither was I. None of us are. We were meant to roam free throughout the Webernets of ridiculousness that is the world of nerd and geek culture, going to anime conventions, interviewing people, taking pictures, getting to have fun, talking about the things that are most important to everyone. And most importantly, just just get to make this channel what we've all dreamt that it could be, and more. All that we require is your continuing support. Just spread the word of the Ravens Flock. Let everyone know that you're here to help. That we're here to help make your voice our mission, and let everyone know what we're here for, what we stand for. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers we can convert out of that. And with your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up in the chat, we got Project Metal Music and Mr. Quake. Apparently, it's Mr. Quake's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Mr. Quake.
Mr. Quake, happy birthday to you, buddy. We appreciate you being here.
Happy birthday. You know what? I can forgive everything. Even the many times that you keep name-dropping Oro Mensa just because.
Just because. Because, truthfully, it's not as if we didn't realize that you don't like Oro Mensa for being a jabberoni.
You know what?
Cheese.
Actually, you know something? Since it's his birthday, this would be a good opportunity for him. Because Mr. Quake has a chance to actually get himself something for his for the birthday, and it just so happens that our partner has the right flavor for the right occasion here.
You're damn right. That being our partners over here at Glitch Energy, which Glitch Energy specially formulated Smart Energy Blend. They can keep you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock, with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you head to glitchenergy.com, you can see that they have a wide swath of flavors available for you to choose from. For Mr. Quake, you've got the unbirthday cake flavor here. Mix it in with milk, and it's going to taste incredible.
Yes!
I guarantee it. Zayana, Dragonfang, and K-Storm all love this one because, I mean, like, who doesn't like to have themselves a nice birthday cake?
Inspired by, of course, Escaping Wonderland.
Which is a, if I'm not mistaken, it's a VR game? Or no, isn't it? No,
I think it's an adventure game on Steam.
Well, in any case, since Escaping Wonderland is who inspired this awesome, tasting, delicious, glorious, godly, beautiful, freaking flavoring of Glitch, you better believe that we're all up in arms over it. So, and what's great is that if you head to glitchenergy.com
and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order. So don't delay, folks. Start your new year nice and fresh. Go to glitchenergy.com. Get that Smart Energy Blend immediately. Especially you, Mr. Quake, because it is your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yeah, we want to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock. You guys have not made any mistakes by keeping us on board.
Hell no! You made a really great you made a really great decision. You put us on the cover, man.
Yay!
For a limited time, you get the Glitch Fam Energy Blend is available on glitchenergy.com, and if you get your hands on it, you'll get to own us because there's pictures of every contributor, every partner in the Glitch Fam, including the Ravens flock. And here, I'm going to you look closer right here. You can't see it right there because it's so blurry.
That's what I can focus the camera lens for.
Okay.
Stop moving. Don't move.
Yeah, you see us right there.
Okay.
We're right there, man.
Okay. You guys see right here, dead center? Let me just right there.
Yeah!
Okay, with his round sunglasses, me over on this one side, and Angel doing his Ace Austin impersonation. Why do you keep moving it away from the...
Dude, don't worry about it. They can see it. It's okay. Just keep talking.
They can.
Just keep talking.
Own us! It's peach and apricot flavor, and it's delicious. You're gonna love it.
Yeah!
So yes, own the Ravens flock while you can, because we're not for sale for much longer. It's a limited time only, buddies.
Hells yeah! Hurry up and get yours right now, man. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. So right now we are on the road to WrestleMania, and it all starts with a short trip to the Royal Rumble. On this, hells yeah. On this week, the NXT just wrapped up their annual TV special, New Year's Evil. More on that in just a bit. AEW Dynamite is gearing up for their pay-per-view event, AEW Revolution, which is later in March. But they have a TV special that they're also preparing next week called AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage?
What?
Maximum Carnage. Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's throw that in there. And of course, TNA Impact and Total Nonstop Action Wrestling is also preparing for their annual pay-per-view event. They're bringing back TNA Genesis, which is next Friday.
Zay, one question. I'm trying to find the New Year's Evil logo.
I moved it.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, because you didn't name it.
Yeah, I know. That's my B.
I've literally done nothing wrong.
Well, yes, folks. We're going to go ahead and get started right now by reviewing the annual TV special of WWE's New Year's Evil. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Yay! All right, here we go. This year's WWE's New Year's Evil takes place over at the venue called The Shrine, located in Los Angeles, California. And we open things up in a strong way with a championship match. And this one is for the NXT Women's Championship. As the defending champion, The Prodigy, one of the longest reigning women's champions in NXT history, Roxanne Perez, puts her title on the line against the beautiful madness that is Julia in round 2 Electric Boogaloo.
You see, Jose is now contractually obligated to call her by that full title, The Beautiful Madness That Is Julia, because he made such a big deal of it earlier, and now he's contractually bound, and you know that you are, because I've got the freaking vial with your blood on it. You guys ever seen, what's-her-face, The Princess and the Frog? The thing that they did with, what's-her-face, the prince on there, where you got Papa Shango-looking motherfucker, voiced by Keith David. He took some voodoo talisman with a drop of this guy's blood in it.
His name is the Shadow Man, man.
Actually, it's Dr. Facilier. It's both. But it's just Keith David.
Yeah, but
I have your blood!
Okay, but Shadow Man sounds cool.
Yeah, well, Dr. Facilier actually sounds correct.
Yeah, but that's too many syllables. Anyway, so Roxanne...
I don't like syllables.
So Roxanne Perez versus Julia, round 2. The story of this match is that Roxanne Perez is working over the right arm of Julia. I do have some pictures, by the way.
I know.
Yep.
Do you mind? You see, I'm doing things.
Yeah, no. They start things off with back and forth reversals. Roxanne Perez eventually was able to work over the arm of Julia. Julia was able to fight back. She hits incredible aerial offense, as seen right here. This diving front drop kick. She also catches Roxanne Perez with a spinning Michinoku driver, but was only able to get a 2 count. And Roxanne Perez continues to work over the arm. She wrenches the arm. She hits a bunch of armbar submission holds, trying to wear down Julia, trying to soften her up for the crossface, which is one of her signature moves that she has adopted in her repertoire. Oh boy.
Just keep going.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right. So when we got back from commercial break, Roxanne Perez continues to work over the arm. Julia was able to get her second win, and she hits an incredible comeback. And as seen right here, she catches Roxanne Perez off guard, hits an incredible back suplex in the middle of the ring. The fans are on their feet. The fans are loving it. And as we get closer to the finish, Julia tries to go for the pin, but then out comes Cora Jade, and Cora Jade, with the referee's back turn, provides a distraction for Julia, which gets her dazed and confused long enough for Roxanne Perez to hit the pop rocks, but Julia was able to kick out after 2. And then after some more back and forth action, finally, Julia hits the knee to the face onto Roxanne Perez, then hits her Northern Lights bomb to pin and win. Your winner and new NXT Women's Champion, the Beautiful Madness that is Julia.
What mag-fucking-nificent. It was an incredible sight to behold. I fucking loved it.
My only knock on this match is that, why did Cora Jade just let it happen? She could have just pulled the referee out and, did some other...
knocked down?
No! She wasn't knocked out! She was standing! She was right there ringside!
That's a very good question.
That's a good question!
No,
why didn't you do anything?
No, that is a very good question. You know who should be asking that question?
Roxanne. Oh, you think they're going to go there?
Oh, yeah.
You think we're going to get another heartbreak?
I think we're going to go there. We're going there.
Oh, man.
And think about it. Julia is an incredible talent, no doubt. No question about it. Is she deserving of all the titles? Yes, she is. Give her all the leather in the world. Make her feel really, really bad about all the cows whose hides she has over her shoulders as women's champion of everything all over. But this little relationship between Cora and Roxy has been a little too hunky-dory for a little too long. You'd think that Cora would be kind of sick and tired of running interference for Roxanne Perez this whole time without ever having been granted the title shot she feels she implicitly deserves. So, who's to say? Maybe they're alluding to this. Maybe there's room for that to happen. I don't know. Maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe.
But the thing is that they already did a breakup angle before with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez back in 2022. I mean, you can't just recycle something 3 years later.
Hell, you can't.
Oh, yeah, that's true. How many times have we seen the same groups break up and get back together?
Plenty.
Oh, man, and considering who's running NXT, Juan does have a good point.
He does like him some, he does like to, play some of the hits over here. I mean, think about it this way, Jose. And you've got to take this into consideration for our audience at home. This is what Cora and Roxy are showing the world here.
Oh man, look at that! Damn, look at them. They are so sad.
Nobody talked to us. The Cora retweeted Roxy here. They're so sad.
That is so very sad.
They're so very sad, babies.
Don't worry, I'm sure their adopted father, CM Punk, could give him some words of inspiration.
Aw, well, he's just gonna tell them, girls, you're grounded.
Aww,
it's so sweet. It's so sad.
Girls are grounded.
Babies.
You don't get any more Skype time with AJ Lee.
No more Skype time. Mommy's very disappointed in you. That's why they're both so sad.
You don't get to pet Larry.
No Larry pets. That's what you get. Also for being evil heel girls. That's what you get.
All right. Now, this is going to be a bit of a shocker the way I organized this, but there is a reason why, and we're going to get to it. The exciting match that I have selected for WWE's New Year's Evil was originally scheduled as a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. This was the semi-main event, and yes, like I said, it's for the NXT Championship as the defending champion Trick Williams goes up against Eddie Thorpe and the ruler, the conqueror, the bringer of war, the insert other moniker here, because damn this.
Obafemi.
The great Obafemi. Man, look at his eyes, dude. He is eyeing on your dinner, and he is going to eat it in front of you.
Joke's on you. I already ate my dinner. It was delicious. Thank you, K-Storm. My fourth grade teacher is grumpy and bitter. Wait, what? Why is your fourth grade teacher grumpy? As well, it's funny that Triple H, Austin, and Rock, etc. put people over. Finally, Mensa can walk. That Javon Evans could run. Karma Eddie. Oh yeah, Eddie Thorpe.
Now notice that I used the phrase that it was originally scheduled as a triple threat match. However, in an earlier backstage segment on New Year's Evil, Eddie Thorpe was attacked backstage, and it was later revealed that, Oro Mensa attacked Eddie Thorpe to remove him from the picture. So now, what started as a triple threat match, we now have a straight-up one-on-one match with Trick versus Oro Mensa. And in my opinion, that's the way it should have been from the get.
Boop. There we go.
Thank you. Good job, Juan.
Fixed it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it should have been a one-on-one from the get. I feel like putting in Eddie Thorpe as a third wheel was completely unnecessary.
Bloop. All right. Well, to be honest, like Eddie Thorpe blackmailing his way into getting the championship run and all that shit, that would have made an interesting story to go with. And it was interesting. Like, oh, by the way, I'm the one who beat me up. Ha, fuck you. Thanks for the title shot, Eva. And I didn't even have to go through an Iron Survivor match to get it. And like, okay, dick move, but that's the kind of dick move you expect from a heel. More to the point, now that dick move has come to bite him in the ass. Because how did Eddie Thorpe get that title shot? By faking getting jumped and being removed from the Iron Survivor match in order for and Oro Mensa and Obafemi took his place. And what happened to him this time?
He got jumped for real
by Obafemi of all people. So yeah. No, we're talking about back at Deadline last month. That's okay, Mr. Quake. Let me put it to you this way: Eddie Thorpe got that championship match. Let me go back to the freaking photo so that I can have a visual here. Eddie Thorpe got his title match by tricking Ava into giving him into letting him have a contract. And the reasoning for that was, hey, I got jumped. I was supposed to be in the Iron Survivor match. I didn't get a chance to compete. I should get a title shot, and I don't know why. I don't know who it was who attacked me, but you guys should give me a shot because I missed out on my opportunity at Deadline. Ava signed him and is like, oh, hey, by the way, I actually do know who it was. It was me. I jumped me. Ha ha, fooled you. So that would have been like, how dare you, you fucking heel. But fast forward to this week, and Eddie Thorpe got jumped for real by Obafemi. The guy
Oh
who
no! The consequences to my actions. Who knew what?
No, it's just karma.
Oh no, Karma. She's such a bitch. Why?
Whoa! Roxy and Cora are better than Sasha and Bailey?
I think they're both. I think they're both good.
Yeah, I was about to say, buddy, let's be careful with what we say. Let's not say things we can't take back, you know?
All right, so let's get back to the action here. So Oro Mensah versus Trick Williams, 1-on-1, right in front of Los Angeles, California. These two guys are shared an incredible story in the ring. Oba Femi, of course, is the powerhouse that tosses Trick Williams around like a rag doll, and Trick Williams is trying desperately to keep up with Oba Femi. And they brawled in the ring. They brawled at ring.
He fails miserably. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Jesus. Ugh. Like, Trick Williams is 240 pounds, and Oba Femi is like 300 and something, dude. That guy's a titan compared to Trick.
Okay, two things. Number one, why is Oba Femi wearing his knee pads like Ric Flair does?
Why are you focused on that?
Because it's in my face. Number one. Number two, and more importantly, why is Oba Femi taking this so personally? This is the bear hug of a man who is taking this other man's existence personally. So I took that personally. Slam! Fuck you!
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh, well, okay, look. Mercedes' money is conceited and entitled, and she is an arrogant asshole. Yes, no problem with that. Also, real quick, I see Logan James in the chat. Hey up, Logan James. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. I saw a video on YouTube and TikTok of new fans watching Raw on Netflix for the first time. It's so cool to see their reaction. Yay!
Yay! That's good.
Wrestling is allowed to be fun.
Just don't talk about Hulk Hogan unless you want a good laugh, you know.
Yeah.
unless you have a twisted sense of humor like we do.
I know, I do.
Anyways, so Trick Williams was able to fight back. He hits Oba Femi with a couple scoop slams. He hits a running neck breaker.
What the fuck?
And yeah, Eddie Thorpe tried to interfere in the match. He tried to get involved, and Oba Femi was having none of that shit. He dispatches Eddie Thorpe quickly by tossing his ass around like a rag doll and throwing him out of the ring.
Hold on. Eddie Thorpe got this was. How is this running in and interfering with the match when, strictly speaking, he's got a title shot in this thing? He's supposed to be in this match. Why not just say, you know what? Fuck him. Fuck it. He wants to be in the match. Get a call from the referee and say, like, hey, you know what? Fucking, we'll make this the actual triple threat that it was meant to be, and Eddie Thorpe can continue to give Oba Femi all the latitude to mincemeat the shit out of freaking Eddie Thorpe.
Actually, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, really?
So now it turned into a triple threat match.
Like, officially?
Officially.
And what, the referee went and shouted to the thing like, oh, because the interference is like, it's now a triple threat match, and getting the actual match?
They didn't officially announce it, but they just went with it, because that was originally supposed to be scheduled as a triple threat match.
Okay, fucking fine, whatever.
So Eddie Thorpe tries to get involved, and he gets his comeuppance for it in the hands of Oba Femi, and then Trick Williams catches Oba Femi with the running trick shot, but Oba Femi was able to kick out after 2.
In the chat, we've got also War Hero 99. Hey up, welcome, War Hero 99. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Oba will win all 3 titles. Only time will tell. And what's the third title that he would win? It would be a tag title. But who's gonna tag with this guy? He eats people. He will eat his partner in order to be the tag team champions.
Also, John over here saying, hello, Interflockers. I'm wishing you guys a happy new year. And also, I have a question. What was your favorite match this week on NXT and Dynamite? Well, I haven't talked about Dynamite yet, but my favorite match on NXT has to be, like, as exciting as this match is, I'm going to say it. My favorite match, just to get out of the way, is Roxanne versus Julia. Let's go ahead and keep talking because Trick Williams gets back on his feet again, and so does Oba Femi, and Trick goes for another trick shot, but Eddie Thorpe runs and intercepts Trick with the steel chair, and Trick hits his knee on the chair, allowing Oba Femi to hit his pop-up powerbomb, which he calls the fall from grace.
Which, by the way, folks, for those of you who may or may not know, unofficially / officially speaking, triple threat matches are no disqualification, which is why the referee didn't call for the bell when the chair was used.
Exactly. Oba Femi hits the fall from grace on Trick Williams to pin and win. your winner and new. Yep, there's a pitfall after the interception. Your winner and new NXT champion, the Great Obafemi.
He is cast a great shadow over that which was Power Uti. Uti will never, ever amount to these heights.
Oh, shit, wait.
The great Power Uti can never hold his own against the great Obafemi.
I knew you were going to come back to that.
Obafemi wrecked him from here to tomorrow and beyond. Congratulations to the brand new NXT champion, the great Obafemi. May his reign be as long as his beef is as beefy. He's beefing with everyone.
Hell's yeah.
He's an omnivore. He's not just beefing with you, he's beefing with your vegetables. He will beef all beef long.
Exactly. And you know what? This is a great way to start out 2025. A good changing of the guard for the NXT champions of the men and women's division for WWE. How do you like that?
Very nice. I like it.
And now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night, and this is the backstage segment with the NXT General Manager Ava, Ethan Page.
All ego Ethan Page.
And of course, the multi-time WWE World Champion, the Great One, the People's Champion, the Final Boss.
And one of the heads of TKO Holdings.
The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But the title, well,
the Dwayne Johnson.
But he's the Rock in WWE.
The Dwayne Roxon.
Oh my god.
Dwayne the Johns Johnson.
What the fuck? Dwayne the Johns Johnson.
John the Dwayne's Roxon.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hypebonics Mind Chamber.
Oh, you dumbass. You're doing this on purpose. Fuck off, Juan.
Yes, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm the color commentator to your play-by-play. I'm supposed to do it on purpose. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Room, Jose.
Anyways, so
no bread, no water, just meat. You damn right, Mr. Quick.
So
with Obafemi.
So it started with Ethan Page getting a little bit of an attitude, like undermining Ava, and then he turns around and The Rock gets his attention. Yeah, The Rock gets Ethan Page's attention, and he starts off by saying that he is that when he's around in WWE, he is the final boss, but when he's not around in NXT, Ava is the final boss. Oh man! Oh.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's so insane. And it's got to be such an incredible moment for Ethan Page to meet The Rock in person and to share a promo segment, to share a moment with The Rock.
What's on the phone?
Don't worry about it. All right, I'm just checking an email. It's actually important. Okay. But anyways, getting back to it. But yeah, The Rock actually talked about how Ethan Page broke Javon Evans' jaw and how he's taking credit for all of it. And yeah, no, and then The Rock shares, and then The Rock says that he met the entire like NXT roster over there, and he says, "Hey man, if you need anything, you come to me, all right?" And just shakes his hand, like he doesn't punk him out. He's actually like cordial with Ethan Page.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, I think The Rock is still, I personally think that The Rock is still leaning towards heel, but he's kind of cooling off in his heel engine. You know what I mean?
He's trying to cool off. I mean, after all, he's kind of the face of the death of the DC extended universe.
Also, yeah, and let's also be honest. His opening promo segment on Monday Night Raw, he completely buried Cody Rhodes. You saw the opening promo, didn't you?
I have no
on Raw.
On that matter.
We'll have to rewatch it. But anyways, this was pretty good, and it's like I said, it's got to be a surreal moment for Ethan Page to share the screen with The Rock. Good on him. Good on Ethan. That's awesome.
Very good on him. All right.
Now let's get to the match of the night. Like, this match wasn't bad, but like, I mean, it was okay. Like I felt it was kind of weird because they kind of went outside of the original dynamics based on the championship. But let's talk about this. So let's talk about it. All right. So this is a one-on-one match for the NXT Heritage Cup, and the Heritage Cup is vacated as Charlie Dempsey goes up against Lexis King, and this is a one-round sudden death match. So I'm trying to follow the continuity here, the story. Apparently, their last match with where the Heritage Cup was defended, there was some outside interference from William Regal that the referee did not catch, and William Regal I think it was either accidental or intentional, decked Charlie Dempsey in the face with the brass knuckles, and Lexis King was able to capture the Heritage title. And then after further examination, the title was vacated, and we now have the one-round sudden death match, which is pretty much just a one-on-one match.
Just a regular one-spot match.
Exactly.
One fall, one round to a finish. Okay, but do the rest of the, rules of the Heritage Cup, freaking apply?
The rest of the rules do apply. Like, it's just one round. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. But the other rules of the British rounds apply in this match. It's just like, it just feels kind of weird for me to watch it as just a regular match. But like, okay, so let's talk about it. So Charlie Dempsey versus Lexis King, round 2. No sign of William Regal. The North Quarter Catch Crew are at ringside.
No Quarter Catch Crew.
The No Quarter Catch Crew, the NQCC, are at
North Quarter. It was like the Northern Armory.
The No Quarter. Yeah. Sorry. The Quarter Pounder with Cheese Catch Crew are at ringside.
No, the Royale with cheese.
Ha. All right, so we start things off with both men going into lockups, doing reversals. Charlie Dempsey, of course, keeps the son of Brian Pillman grounded with his submission holds and just wearing down Lexis King. And check it off. He does a little bit of showboating here. You can see he's got the arm wrenched.
What's up with the mustache?
That's Charlie Dempsey's mustache. He's rocking the sash, bro.
Since when?
Since he grew it. Like, what? Why? What's wrong? Where's your mustache, huh? Juan? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Bitch, that ain't no mustache. That's a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, that's because I haven't shaved to shape it up yet.
That doesn't count.
Neither does that freaking handlebar of Chihuahua ass.
Oh God, the handlebar of Chihuahua ass. Stop that.
Yeah, I know, this guy is built like a freaking tank. He's shredded. He could eat me alive, but I could still insult his stash. Fuck your stash. Alright, let's keep going.
Alright, so Charlie Dempsey, of course, keeps Lexis King grounded. The only way that Lexis King was able to keep up with Charlie Dempsey is by hitting him with his own array of offenses. And so Lexis King hits him with a series of drop kicks, goes for an aerial assault to match up Charlie Dempsey's mat game. Both these guys go at each other head for head, and we even get a cool spot at ringside where, I kid you not, Lexis King goes over to the top turnbuckle. The NQCC are trying to recover Charlie Dempsey, and Lexis King jumps off from the top and hits a crossbody and wipes out all the dudes of the NQCC, and you get a huge OMG face from Ren Sinclair.
Look at poor Ren's face here. Hang on. I need to see if I can zoom it out even more. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And yeah. Poor Ren Sinclair, watching her boys about to get splattered.
That is the look. You see, that is the look of a person who watches CM Punk's promos, and anytime CM Punk says something awesome or controversial, she's like, "Holy shit, he said that!"
All right, let's listen to say I love CM Punk more than more than the next guy in terms of his promo ability, but let's not drag him into this. He is above such things. Let's get back to the match, shall we?
Okay, all right. So let's get back to it. So, and then as we get closer to the finish, there was a misfire that happened. Apparently, Lexis King intercepted Charlie Dempsey as Charlie Dempsey was whipped to the ropes, and Lexis King pushed up Charlie Dempsey, did like a pop-up move, and he accidentally, or at least that looked accidental, Lexis King did a headbutt and headbutted Charlie Dempsey in the nuts. It was a misdirect. It was a misdirection that the commentators called it out, and Lexis King used it to pin and to win. You're a winner, and now.
Sorry for the venting. Quit apologizing for venting, buddy. Mr. Quake, we totally get it. It's all right.
You're a winner and two-time NXT Heritage Cup champion, Lexis King.
Hey, congrats on Lexis. What the fuck? How dare you? Like, dude, it's all right, Mr. Quake. You're okay. We're used to the fact that you go on with the stuff that you're talking about. It's not that we're ignoring you. We're trying to get through the rest of the show so that we know why we go through this stuff in order to get the show going. Jeremy Strong as Michael Cole. What the fuck? Why would Jeremy Strong play Michael Cole?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Quake. But
I don't see any problem with that. And Jimmy Carter is a hero. Game respects game. So it's Dwayne Johnson, not Rocky. LOL. It's Rock the Dwayne Johnson. All right, it was Dwayne. It was Rock the John Dwayneson.
Oh God, would you stop it?
Never.
All right, now let's get to the OK segment, and this is a video package from Javon Evans, the young boy, the young OG. Javon Evans is right now feuding with Ethan.
Make you feel my pain.
No. Let me explain. So 2 weeks ago on over on NXT when they were over in Minneapolis, I believe. No, not Minneapolis, but they were on tour. Ethan Page. I know you remember me saying this, but Ethan Page brutalized Javon Evans, and Ethan Page took a steel chair and busted Javon Evans' jaw. And Javon was bleeding in the middle of the ring. You remember me talking about that, right?
Yes, I do remember.
Yep. And it was since reported by WWE that Javon Evans suffered a fractured jaw and he can't talk right. So in this video package, Javon Evans...
Oh my God, he's got the old Kanye freaking mouth braced together, shut. Like, his jaw sewn shut.
Yeah, he's got his jaw so shut, so he's trying to cut a promo.
He's trying to cut a promo with his jaw closed. And I'm going to make you feel my pain.
That was just so weird to watch. That was just very weird.
Okay.
And thank goodness we have subtitles because I didn't understand a fucking word he was saying.
That is a little weird, but if you're going for, oh no, this is how serious he is. He's willing to talk even though his mouth hurts and is broken and whatever. Like, I get it. I get what you're going for, but it's all about delivery. How well did he deliver this promo, Jose? Did he still come off like he's being passionate, like he's pissed off, like he's determined to heal, like he's determined to kick Ethan Page's
No,
ass?
He didn't do any like body movements. Like he was just completely still, but he was just like very, very like trying to talk without hurting his jaw. And you know, like yeah, it was just bizarre. It was just weird for me to watch. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, you definitely would need. I think you would need to like. I see what they're going for, and I'll commend them on the idea, but execution is key. So, yeah, maybe brush up.
An effort was made. Now, before we get to the main event, I do have one honorable mention to share, and this was a very fun 6-women tag team match.
Yay!
As the Fatal Influence takes on the team of Gigi Dolan, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tatum Paxley, or as I like to call them, well, for me it's a tie between the Power Goth Girls and Chemical X.
You're not the only one calling them Chemical X, so I think we should just stick to calling them Chemical X.
Yay! And it was a fun 6-woman tag match. It was really great. I saw the match itself, and the story is that the Fatal Influence. Of course, they've got their hands on Tatum Paxley. They're trying to keep her away from her new BFFs, and eventually, the rest of the friends come into play, and every woman got their chance to shine in this match. And in the end, of course, Shotzi was the one that hit the senton bomb from the top rope onto the NXT Women's North America. No, it's a senton.
But it's not a senton bomb?
It's a senton bomb. Dude, senton and swanton are two different things.
Okay, so...
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then it's not a senton bomb.
Yes, it is.
No, Jose, it's a diving senton. The senton bomb was the swan dive, and then they renamed it the swanton bomb.
Okay.
I remember this because I was there when they made the rename during the beginning of the Hardy Boys.
All right, fine. Diving senton.
There you go. Fuck.
There.
Right.
Shotzi does a diving senton onto the women's North American champion, Fallon Henley, to pick up the win for Chemical X. Yay! Like I said,
our
fun.
Power Goth girls made it.
Yeah, Power. You know what? Fuck you. They could call them Chemical X. I'm going to call them Power Goth Girls because I invented it.
Well, they're both. And neither.
All right, fine.
Oh, goddamn.
And now let's get to the main event segment, which, in my opinion, was a colossal waste of time.
Considering how much time he ended up wasting to say what he ended up saying, if he had his shit on straight, he could have gotten it in and just be done with it, but he was milking it.
He was milking it. We have the main event segment featuring, of course, The Rock.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
No, Juan, it's The Rock. And according to the video, the segment itself, it's nearly 13 minutes, and 5 of those, in the first 5 minutes is his entrance walking down. Like, he's trying to beat The Undertaker's record.
Of longest entrance ever.
Sorry, we already got Roman Reigns trying to milk The Undertaker time for his entrance. We don't need another.
Like, seriously, come on, my man. Dwayne, we get it. You're ready to roll. You've got people waiting to eat out of the palm of your hands. You've got the good shit. You're about to lay down the gospel truth on them. You're ready to serve up the feast. You literally have the people of NXT eating out of the palm of your hands, and you haven't said a word yet. Well, however, as we here at the Ravens Flock like to say, or rather, as I like to say when I'm in a nervous wreck, we're on the clock.
Oh yeah, he keeps being reminded of that every couple of minutes during his promo segment, and he keeps dropping curse words during the segment. Like, dude, you're on CW Network. It's TV
you're on
PG.
Network television. Don't you remember? Network television has censorship, buddy.
Oh my God. So he gets on the mic and he talks about how big of a success it is. He puts over the Monday Night Raw debuting on Netflix for the first time ever, and it was so fun. It was great. And he also tries to put over NXT, but without actually putting over NXT because he can't remember a fucking NXT wrestler to bring up in his promo segment.
He basically said, what was it? He was basically just talking about how, sometimes people show up in NXT and they'll be main eventers in like 2 or 3 years, or another times that they'll be going off and they go on to like acting or other sports or join the entertainment business in other ways. But never let it be said that NXT always remember that NXT is where the future of the professional wrestling lives and shit kind of thing.
He also spent a good chunk of it talking about his interaction with Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw and how he called out the fans for being wishy-washy, how in the past he makes fun of the fans by saying like, "Oh, Cody needs to finish his story," and then at this time he chews out the fans for like criticizing on like The Rock being too nice.
Like Cody.
And so The Rock says that he's 20 steps ahead of Cody Rhodes and that he is the final boss, and the fans should know their roles, shut their mouths, and enjoy the ride that they're being taken on by The Rock. And like I said, this promo was a colossal waste of time.
Dwayne, my man, I know that you've been doing this shit for forever, but you gotta remember something. Time is still a function that you have to accommodate for other people's time. Fuck, man. No wonder we've had like all those fucking reports of his Black Adaming and his Red One production of him taking 8 hours just to come out to the to set and whatever. Now I see what the problem is. He's got a bad time management problem.
Jesus,
like Dwayne, my man. Like, get yourself set with a proper schedule, brother.
Also, if you're going to put over NXT, please make the effort to recognize some of the names. You just had a backstage segment with Ethan Page, and you forgot his name after the camera said cut?
Or more to the point, you've just crowned 3 new champions. You could have said, oh, hey, Julia, the new women's champion, Julia. You could have said, oh, Femi. It's not as if you weren't sitting back there, backstage, watching the shows, giving high fives and handshakes and thumbs ups, and you smell what The Rock is cooking, and oh, I only had my $7 inspiration speeches to every single one of the NXT talent and shit. It's not as if you haven't done that. You can try to remember 3 names or something. You know, or better yet, here's an idea. I don't know if he's tried this before, but never let it be said I'm not trying to help.
Oh no.
Is it?
What? Oh! Oh God! Oh God!
When in doubt, just write their name on your wrist.
Oh God! Please don't write. Don't scribble all over my arm. Oh my God! Obafemi.
You see that? You can do that, Dwayne.
But then he's gonna get a call from John Cena, and John Cena is gonna remind him that one time he punked him out for it.
Buddy, it's not as if we don't know. Come on, Rock. Bud, you milked it for fucking ever because you literally came out with nothing to say. You didn't have an idea of what to say until you started getting the ball rolling because you knew how you were going to end it, but you didn't know how you were going to start.
Yeah, we all smelled what The Rock was cooking.
And what he's cooking is, buddy, brush up on your promos. It's all good. We still love you, Rock. We still respect you. Your contributions to the world of sports and entertainment will never, ever, ever be subdued or denied.
It's better than the contributions from Hulk Hogan. Oh, wait.
What contributions?
Exactly. But, yeah, no, crappy segment aside, still pretty good edition of New Year's Evil. But now it's time to shift gears to talk about this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse hit the boom, Dynamite!
I'm so excited!
I will slap those new glasses out of your face! Don't think I won't do it!
Oh, shit.
Come here! Come closer! No, not your face, just come closer. That was crooked.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for a second I thought you were gonna...
And cut it out!
I'm sorry.
Don't say you're sorry, you're
I
lying.
can't resist.
That's a lie.
So stupid.
You're not sorry at all.
All right. So, give me a second. All right.
Wait, give who a second? Give who a second?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to. I
No,
mean,
you're
think
fine.
about it. It is good advice.
It is good advice.
I understand that Dwayne may be a little, getting a little on in age. It's okay. It happens to everybody. There's only 2 people in all of existence who have gone truly undefeated, Father Time and Mother Nature, and goddamn Father Time has been quite kind to Dwayne. But he could still do with a little bit of promo refresher. Good thing he could go to the Performance Center anytime he wants. They got promo classes there all the time, buddy.
Anyway, so this week's AEW Dynamite takes place over in Clarksville, Tennessee. And we open up the show, and this is a go-home show before their TV special, Maximum Carnage. And we open things up with a great one-on-one wrestling contest as Buddy Matthews, representing the House of Black, goes one-on-one against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
All right, the Buddy Boy versus the Ostrich Man. Who is stronger? Who is faster? Is it a matter of speed or is it a matter of strength? Is it a matter of spooky guys who are married to spooky hot goth mommies or the bruv? Who will come out on top?
So
find out and stay tuned for partial excitement.
And for the first time, me and Juan, we got to sit down and we got to watch AEW Dynamite on Max. And
yes, we have a Max subscription. No, we're not keeping it only for AEW. I watch other shit on there.
yeah, I watch
good shit.
Yeah, I also introduced
My kid.
I also introduced Juan's kid to Saturday morning cartoons on Max.
Except for all the ones that are being deleted.
I know.
Fuck you, David Zasloff.
Like Static Shock. Fucking asshole.
Fuck you, David Zasloff.
So anyways, Buddy Matthew versus Will Ospreay. So these guys go at each other at 100 miles an hour. These guys start off by hitting a series of reversals back and forth. Will Ospreay and Buddy Matthews are so good. It's so fast in the ring. And it's a combination of like so many different strikes from each other. Buddy Matthews is well known for his knee strikes, of course. Knee strikes, bicycle kicks, the whole bunch. It's pretty fucking awesome. There was this really cool moment where Ospreay and Buddy Matthews, they were actually fighting on the ring apron. Like, I think Juan saw this, but he was also cooking as well. Will Ospreay was fighting with Buddy Matthews. They're at the ring apron. Will Ospreay tries to go for the Os cutter on the apron. Buddy Matthews catches Will Ospreay and just yeeted him onto the announce desk at ringside.
Just throw him. Also, Lisa Boo's in the chat. Hey up, Lisa Boo. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you being here tonight.
Yeah. And then the fight spills over at ringside. Buddy Matthews corners Will Ospreay on one of the corners of the barricade.
You can say Buddy and Ospreay. Save yourself breath and
yeah.
stuff.
Buddy tries to go for a running attack. Ospreay gets out of the way, gets out of dodge, and the action gets back into the ring. And Buddy, paying homage to Seth freaking Rollins, tries to go for the stomp. Will Ospreay was able to reverse that, and after a more series of back and forth action, Will Ospreay was able to hit his finishing move, the hidden blade, onto Buddy Matthews to pin and win. Your winner, Will Ospreay.
Yay, the bruv beat the big spooky guy.
But wait, there's more, because after the match, Will Ospreay cuts a post-match promo saying that Buddy Matthews and Brody King, they're two of the toughest men that he's ever shared a wrestling ring with, and they don't need to continue following the leader, and that Will Ospreay sees gold in the future of Buddy Matthews, and both these guys shake their hands in respect.
Wait, hold on. Are you sure it's just shaking their hands in respect as because like you said that Buddy Matthews and Brody King shouldn't be following the leader anymore.
Malachi Black, yeah.
Yeah. He's not just, oh hey, good sport, good game, good match, thanks a lot, bruv. It's more of like, hey, you know what? You don't need Malachi Black. You can be a star on your own.
Exactly.
Maybe you should break away from Malachi Black. He's not just, like, don't let Will Ospreay's bruviness fucking fool you. He's trying to sow division within the House of Black.
And it also ties into a report by media outlets that Aleister Black is actually finishing up his term in AEW, and he'll be a free agent soon.
That's true, and I suppose if you're gonna write Malachi Black off, that's one way of doing it. So okay, that's intelligent, at least. So I suppose, but like I said, don't let the sportsmanship veneer fool you. Fucking Will Ospreay still is being very much of a heel in this manner. That's my opinion, though. Also, what's his face? War Hero 99. Ospreay trying to start a new group here? Maybe, I don't know. But I don't think that that Buddy and Brody King, Buddy and Brody would take orders from literally the prototypical vanilla midget.
Ha!
And I'm not saying vanilla because of white. I'm saying vanilla because, like, not a lot of like personality and pizzazz.
I mean, the same could be said for Ricochet.
Yeah, no, Ricochet actually is a vanilla midget.
I hate that term.
And John in the chat says, this Wrestle Rewind show so far is awesome. Love you guys. And The Rock showing up to NXT. I was a huge WWE fan moment for me that night. Yay.
I'm sure it was. And I'm not taking that away. Him showing up is a great moment. I just wish he said something of substance.
I just wish he wouldn't take his time and take forever to fucking say things. Because, for fuck's sake, buddy, like, get your promo shit right.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Exactly. Now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is something that me and Juan are going to be split about, but as we get into it, but we're going to talk about it right now. And this is the Casino Gauntlet match. Whoever wins gets a world title shot at Maximum Carnage against Jon Moxley next Wednesday. Now, me and Juan, we saw the gauntlet match. The first participants to start off is Hangman Adam Page and Switchblade Jay White.
Okay, so the Hangnail and Jay White. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold off on that one.
Yeah, there's no other graphics that we can find.
Nope.
Unbelievable. The Commonwealth Kingpin and no leaders here like JD.
Oh.
JD. Which JD?
I think JD McDonough?
Not JD McDonough! Not fucking Funko Pop Head! Are you kidding me?
Anyway, so Hangman Adam Page and Jay White, these two guys have a history, and these two guys are like just wailing at each other. Jay White lights up a few chops onto Hangman Adam Page to start things off. Both these guys tried to hit their finishing moves early in the Casino Gauntlet match, and then we get the rest of the participants entering in. We've got representing the Death Riders, we got Wheeler Yuta, who spent 80% and 90% of the match being tossed around like a rag doll and just eating shit. We also and if I go out of order, I apologize. We also got
don't lie, you ain't apologizing for shit.
Stop it, please. Anyways, we also have other participants to enter the match. We've got let's see here, I'm trying to think. Okay, we have oh man, there's so many names here.
I'm actually pulling up the Casino Gauntlet match info here for you to help out.
Yeah, no. And then Swerve Strickland music hits, and Hangman Adam Page looks like he lit up when he heard the music, but it was just Ricochet trolling Hangman Adam Page, and he's walking down to the ring, and Ricochet's the next guy in, and lays out everyone with a series of aerial moves. And then afterwards, we got Adam Cole, baby! Adam Cole, baby, enters the ring and starts wailing on Jay White and Adam Page with super kicks. He goes for the Panama Sunrise onto Ricochet, but Ricochet was able to kick out after 2. And then afterwards, we get the TNT champion, the dancing fool from New York, Daniel Garcia.
Emphasis on fool.
Yeah.
Really? He's definitely just the way he was carrying himself in the middle of the match. He was not gonna fucking win it. I don't give a damn what anyone else thought.
Yeah, I know. Garcia blasted Cole with some wrestling moves. He also went after. He also stacked up Cole, Page, and White. And then he had a slapping contest with Wheeler Yuta in the middle of the ring, which of course he won. And then afterwards, we get Powerhouse Will Hobbs.
Okay, now this was like, okay, finally we're seeing someone that is not just a flippy dippy guy. We're seeing someone who can actually eat these men. Let's see what happens.
So Powerhouse Hobbs enters the ring and hits them all with clotheslines, knocking them all down like a bunch of bowling pins. And he hits
all to the loving chance of meat.
All to the loving chance of meat. Meat.
The fucking, you want to know what's really stupid? You want to know what's really stupid? The fucking camera guy was like zooming in on Will Hobbs, like, pumping up from everyone chanting, and you could see he was flexing his pecs while they were chanting meat.
Which is cool.
Which is ridiculous.
And then Will Hobbs hits a series of exploder suplex on one after the other to knock them all out, which is pretty awesome.
Ow.
And then afterwards, we got Roderick Strong representing the Undisputed Kingdom going down to the ring and nails White and Page with a series of backbreakers. Let's see here. Garcia, Cole, and Roderick stomped away on Ricochet over in the corner. Sucks to be Ricochet. Like, he is not having a good night.
Fuck Ricochet. He's a dumbass.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he gets. Fuck you.
Yep. Roderick Strong smashes Hobbs with a side kick. Jay White spikes Ricochet with a cutthroat suplex. And then Wheeler Yuta hits Jay White with a low blow behind the referee's back. Yeah. And then afterwards, we get the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer. Where the fuck has he been?
Good fucking question. Where the fuck has Will Lance Archer been? That's an excellent fucking question.
Oh, wait, never mind. He's been in Ring of Honor.
All right. He's been nowhere.
The only way to see him is to get behind a paywall.
So he's been nowhere.
He's been nowhere. Murder Hawk Lance Archer gets over to the ring. He starts wailing on everybody, and then he gets into a meat match against Will Hobbs in the middle of the ring.
Meat.
And the final participant to enter, representing the conglomeration, is Kyle O'Reilly. And this is where I get confused. Like, why is he still representing the conglomeration? I thought that group dissolved, and Kyle O'Reilly is now friends with Adam Cole, baby, and Roderick Strong. This doesn't sound undisputed.
Yeah, no, it wasn't undisputed. And Jose, you're wrong. He wasn't the last entry of the Casino Battle Royal. the last entry goes to none other than the last outlaw himself, the King of the Mountain, JEFFJARRETT.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How did I forget that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because in the first minute of walking down to the ring, he immediately got jumped by Wheeler Yuta, and they brawled backstage.
Yeah,
removing Jeff Jarrett from the picture.
Yeah, Yuta fucking basically dragged Jeff Jarrett away from the match.
So that's why I forgot. Sorry, Juan. it's kind of hard to remember a wrestler who was not there.
Ass.
Anyways, so in the final moments of the match, Archer boots Hobbs in the face, and then Hobbs escapes the blackout attempt by Archer. Hobbs then plants Kyle O'Reilly with a spine buster and pins him in the middle of the ring. Your winner of the Casino Gauntlet match, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Holy shit!
And
the right guy won.
Hells yeah!
The correct person was the winner of the match.
And then after the match, we get a post-match interview segment with Renee Paquette.
Everybody wins meat. Imagine if he won the AEW World Championship. How would he celebrate? Everybody having a meat party. You'd have a whole freaking banquet tray of fucking different meats. A charcuterie board of like different meats laid out. Something happened with the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, though the camera's frozen again.
Oh.
Hang on. Yeah. Hang on. I know it's up.
Oh no, we got hit by the blackout by Lance Archer. Oh no. Folks, I hope you can still hear us. Can they hear us?
Yes, they can hear us.
Yay! So, Powerhouse Hobbs wins. He gets interviewed by Renee Paquette, and Powerhouse Hobbs mentioned that back in the pandemic era of 2020, he was introduced by Jon Moxley in AEW, and next week at Maximum Carnage, he's going to make Jon Moxley his bitch. Simple and to the point.
Since Kazuchika Okada wasn't in the building this week on Dynamite, they needed to hit their bitch quota for the night. Thank you, Will Hobbs. For giving us a bitch.
Hells yeah. And you know what?
And legitimately, congrats to Will Hobbs.
Even though I think we know exactly what's going to happen next week, like we know who's going to come out on top, I think that Will Hobbs is going to have an incredible match against Jon Moxley, and I hope it main events Maximum Carnage. Then again, with Jon Moxley running roughshod with the Death Riders and what they've been doing and their inspiration, I don't know. I'm trying not to ruff up feathers. I'm trying not to say the wrong things, but like, I'm speculating that we're getting gang violence. I'm getting a gang violence vibe creeping up on me. What do you think?
Gross.
Yeah, I know. If they do that, oh no. Oh, that's just going to be tasteless.
Strong should have won the match because Maria would have conflicting loyalties.
Marina Shafir and Roderick Strong are married in real life.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, but
here's the thing. The only ones who are allowed to apparently bring up their marriage is Renee Paquette, and even she barely does that. The fact that she's married to a guy cosplaying as a neo-Nazi played by Russell Crowe.
Oh, God. But now let's go ahead and shift gears and let's go ahead and talk about the exciting segment of AEW Dynamite this week. And this is an in-ring segment from WWE Hall of Famer, the former world champion, the Rated R Superstar. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say his new name. No, I'm just going to use his regular name. Fuck that shit. No, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck you. You think just because he changed his name, you think I'm just going to say it?
You have to say what?
No.
What?
No.
No, what?
No.
What?
You know what?
What to know what?
No. Here's the thing. What? I'm going to stick with his real name, and if that's the hill you want to die on, then go right ahead. You could go ahead and cope on it all you want.
You said it.
Fuck you.
I didn't even need to do anything.
So screw it. So Adam Copeland gets on the. I love him, but man, my name is
such a buddy, my man. Who the hell told you that was a good idea?
Nobody. So Adam Copeland gets on the mic and he cuts a promo against Jon Moxley, and how Jon Moxley bragged that all the wrestlers in AEW, they don't have what it takes to handle the grind, to handle being the AEW World Champion. And so Edge mentions how he broke his neck wrestling against Eddie Guerrero back in 2002 and still came out on top. How he wrestled Malachi Black in a steel cage match at Double or Nothing, breaking his foot, and he was still able to come out on top. So he asks Jon Moxley, what exactly does it take to handle to handle the grind and to be the champion?
And what was Jon Moxley's response? Because as AEW World Champion, as the face that runs the place, as the main man, Jon Moxley has an obligation to respond to his challenger with the only way that he can in order to freaking justify all of his actions. And what was Moxley's response?
He marches down to the ring with his group, the Death Riders, and they got ambushed by FTR before the numbers game caught up to them. So Pac eventually comes in, Marina Shafir comes in, they lay out FTR, and they circle and surround Adam Copeland in the middle of the ring. And just when it looks like we're about to see more romper stomper bullshit involving a plastic bag... Oh, we don't have. Sorry, that's my bad. And just as we were about to see some more romper stopper bullshit, where Jon Moxley used a plastic bag, out comes Powerhouse Hobbs to come to the aid of Adam Copeland, and the Death Riders run in retreat.
So So they managed to beat up FTR. They managed to beat down the Hall of Famer Adam Copeland, or as he's going by now,
Cope.
I was running an exhausting fucking 2-mile hike with all those groceries today, and I was sweating my fat ass off, but this gives me new life!
Shut up, Juan. Anyways.
Right. But yeah, point is, Will Hobbs scared away the Death Riders?
Yes.
Hold on.
He just ran.
They're scared of him. They're scared of him.
But
I wonder why the skinhead adjacent group of bad guys are scared of the big beefy black man of beef.
I hope they don't lean into racism.
Oh,
they better
they
not.
do. I hope
they better not lean into race baiting.
Better bite the fucking bullet. Moxley better fucking own that stupidity now. That's the stupid shit he fell on. That's the stupid shit that he decided to emulate. That's the hill that he decided he was going to die on for the direction of the Death Riders, or as they should rightly be called, the Whitepool Combat Clan, with K's on there instead of C's.
I still give this segment and everything involved leeway because Adam Copeland, he's tremendously awesome on the mic, and he cut a really good promo, which is more than I could say for Jon Moxley.
Who cut no promo at all! You would think that Moxley would say something along the lines like, "Oh, like you seem like you're so wise or whatever, and you know what it takes to be a champion, and maybe you do. But let's face facts. Those better days are far behind you. But what's in front of you now is the future. What's in front of you now is a man who is running the grind. What's in front of you now are the ones who run this business." And that would have been a proper cue for the Death Riders to try and jump Adam over here, only to get ambushed by FTR. You see, it ain't that hard, Moxley. I take PayPal and I take Cash App. Go ahead, Jon Moxley. You owe me. Here's $10. $10 for that fucking quick little 2-minute promo. Send it to us on our Cash App for the Ravens Flock, #the Ravens Flock, or if you want to send it on PayPal, go to tiny.cc/tiptrf, and that'll go to the PayPal tip jar that I made for us.
Sure, why not? I mean, we've already...
Fuck you, Moxley. Fucking pay me.
Yeah, why not? Because I think AEW is already spying on our channel as it is, so yeah.
Fucking A, right? You better be spying Tony Khan, you little shit.
Anyways, now let's get to the match of the night, and how convenient! It's the match before the main event, so we gotta roll out. So we gotta have our obligatory women's match.
Like it's literally the obligatory women's match for the week on Dynamite. Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. Tony Khan is a stunted little man who legitimately believes that girls have cooties, so fucking no.
I don't think I need to say any more about this. I think this says more than I need to say.
Except, of course, he needs to actually
talk about the match. Yeah, I know. So it is a triple threat match between three participants. We got Chris Statlander, we've got the untimeless Tony Storm, Heresy, and we also have Willow Nightingale. And whoever wins will be entered in number one spot in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match next week on Maximum Carnage.
All right, awesome. So I can live with this. And yeah, there's folks are still like, and I can see the salt. I see the salt. I see the sodium chloride coming off of you, Jose, about the fact that Tony Storm is no longer timeless. And you have my sympathy. But this is part of her gag. This is part of her act. This is part of her bit. If she's going to make it work, fuck yeah, let her make it work.
Now, admittedly, this is a part where I do need to take responsibility because this was during a time where I actually did take a bathroom break with this women's match.
Oh! And you didn't... Jose, it's on Max now. You can rewatch it. You have no excuse anymore, Jose.
Oh, no, I did catch some of the cool spots.
Did you rewatch it on Max, though?
Yes, shut up.
Never.
Jesus, man.
Go on.
Anyway, so like I said, this match was all right, but everything we said about the women's division being booked is not far from the truth. There was a cool spot where where they did something silly, where Willow Nightingale, like she did like a freaking like slingshot spot where she slingshot Tony Storm's head right under.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
okay.
I can't even finish that
Chris
sentence.
Statlander was standing over Tony Storm.
Yeah.
And Willow Nightingale. Set her up with the wheelbarrow slingshot thing.
Yeah.
What is it? No,
it's a slingshot.
Yeah, and Tony Storm ended up headbutting Chris Statlander right in the cooter.
Because that's
right
what I like.
JJ.
Because that's what kids want to see in AEW wrestling.
Ladies throwing their faces into other ladies' cooties.
You know, for the nerds.
No, that's the kind of stupid shit that an idiot who doesn't have sex would write into a match. Oh wait, I forgot who runs AEW. An idiot who doesn't have sex.
I mean, it's also. I mean, you also have to put the responsibility on the wrestlers themselves. Sometimes when we see them on TV and AEW, they still think that they're wrestling in an independent hall or whatever.
In an indie hall, like listen. There's ways to get you've got to graduate out of the dummy little like childish shit though, guys or ladies, whatever. You know what I fucking mean? It's not that we don't like the spots. Yes, the spot was funny. Yes, it was memorable, but also it's memorable because it's kind of dumb. And you three, especially these three, Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, and Willow Nightingale, especially these three women, they are supremely talented athletes. They are incredible performers. They are incredible professional wrestlers. It's a lack of, it's like a thing of self-respect kind of thing, goddammit. Fuck.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
Oh, damn.
So in the end of the match, Chris Statlander hits the Wednesday Night Fever onto Tony Storm to pin and win. Your winner, entering the Casino Gauntlet next week at number 1, is Chris Statlander.
Yay!
So
wait, hold on. Is it always called the Wednesday Night Fever or?
I think it's either called Wednesday Night Fever or Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, because if Statlander's on Collision, then it would have to be Saturday Night Fever. Wouldn't it? It would have to.
Hang on.
If she was on Rampage, she would have to call it.
What is the finishing move of Chris Statlander?
He's actually Googling it.
Wait, what? What the fuck? According to Google, Statlander uses a 450 splash and an inverted pile driver as finishers, respectively called Area 451 and the Big Bang Theory. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Unbelievable. You got told by Google.
Oh, no. There's another site where she calls it the Night Fever. And yeah, you are right. It's just the Night Fever. So depending on the night, it's either Wednesday Night Fever or Saturday Night Fever. Can't call it Friday Night Fever because Rampage is dead.
Moxley killed Rampage.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that
whatever.
Jon Moxley officially killed Rampage, whatever.
And now let's get to the bad segment of the night, and this is a backstage segment featuring the AEW Women's World Champion Mariah May
with her buddy over here, Harley Cameron.
if you want to call her buddy. So
the two of them were she was like being bosom buddies kind of thing, literally with bosoms. I mean.
Thankfully, Juan saw this without me, and Juan was able to give me a telegraph it for me. Mariah May, she cuts a promo regarding the Women's Casino Gauntlet match next week, and how she pretty much underplays it. Like, she's playing it off being cocky and arrogant, like, oh yes, all you women, please fight for this opportunity. And then afterwards, Harley Cameron interjects herself.
Yeah, no. Harley was saying like, "Oh well, yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome over here," and knowing just how incredible you are, Mariah, maybe on Collision, you and I should give them a little sneak preview. No, Harley, I'm not giving you a title shot. No, it's non-title. Just Mariah May versus Harley Cameron. Hot girl graps, and you have to taste the pain. You're gonna what? You're gonna taste the pain. Well, you're gonna taste the pain, or whatever the fuck she said.
Juan, show the sign again. Just. Actually, you know what? This is perfect. Yeah, no, it's bigger. It's bigger. Anytime they show egregious, stupid bullshit of the women's division in AEW, this sign is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's growing. Jesus, what more do you want me to say? That fucking segment is stupid.
It was thankfully short and sweet.
It was short but pointless.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
That's a Ghostbusters 2 reference, kids.
And now let's get over to. Actually, no. Before we get to the main event, I do have an honorable mention, and it's because I'm a fan of the big men doing big men things. A one-on-one match where Bobby Lashley decimated Mark Briscoe. And it was so cool because, like, Private Party, it started off with Private Party having their own party over at the stage. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot they're the AEW World Tag Team Champions because the tag team division, the titles have been fucking irrelevant since they won it. Thanks, AEW. And then out comes the Hurt Business, and they share a little toast with Private Party. And then Bobby Lashley's like, yeah, that's right, a toast to the new future AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Business, obviously setting themselves up as a feud with Private Party later. And then Bobby Lashley proceeds to destroy and decimate Mark Briscoe. And I fucking love it because I am a fan of Bobby Lashley. Holy shit, this guy is great.
It's also a little sad though that it's coming at the cost of Mark Briscoe. Fuck. God damn, man, don't do that to them boys.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Mark Briscoe.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, but the man from Colorado Springs, Colorado, he's got to throw you around, man. I'm sorry, he's got to dominate. He's got to dominate, bro. Also, MVP on commentary, fucking, that just makes it better.
Considering that the commentary team was comprised of Nigel McGuinness.
No, here, I got this. The commentary team was comprised of Magic Matt Bernard.
There we go.
There was Excalibur, because of course, and there was Ring of Honor commentator Ian Riccaboni.
Ian Riccaboni, thank you. It wasn't Nigel McGuinness. Okay, so yeah, Ian Riccaboni, Magic Mike Bernard, and Excalibur.
And you know
Excrement.
What? And you know what? I'll say this.
Face.
And
fucking dumbass who shouldn't be anywhere near a microphone ever.
Yeah, exactly. And Juancho, we've got nothing negative to say about Ian Riccaboni. He sounds good on commentary.
I wasn't paying attention to anyone else.
Okay.
I can't. When Excalibur is there shouting every other fucking word into my ear holes.
Yeah, and every other fucking like wrestling move, for the forward move that the casual audience is not familiar with. What the fuck, dude? Are you really trying to stroke your nerd cred? Jesus, man. Anyways.
No, he's just trying to stroke Tony's dick.
And now let's get to the main event segment because this is what the fans were wanting to see. The return. The return of the best bout machine. Former AEW World Champion Kenny Omega. Now, before I talk about this, I actually want to say this right now. This is just a personal preference. I know he's got a new entrance music that's written by Nobuo.
That was
collaborated
by the composer of Final Fantasy 14 and 16.
Yeah, I heard it. It sounds cool. I still like Battle Cry. I still think Battle Cry is the superior entrance theme.
Okay.
So that's just my opinion.
All right, that's fine. Also, Vicente Guerrero, a little straggling, but it's okay. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you being here nonetheless, buddy.
All right, so Kenny Omega gets on the mic, and he comes out to a huge fan ovation from the fans of Clarkville, Tennessee. Everyone was happy to see Kenny Omega. He's there. He's alive. He's healthy. He talked about his battle with diverticulitis. He talked about his battle with being close to...
I didn't know that he faced Brock Lesnar.
Ha! He talked about his battle on how close he was to death, on how the doctors recommend, on wondering if he'll ever go back to wrestling again, and how the doctor says, like, dude, you'll be lucky if you'll go back to your normal life, period. And Kenny Omega, like, he was talking about his struggles, of his road to recovery, of his post-surgery recovery from having the diverticulitis bullshit. And just as he was continuing on, we get interrupted by fucking Don Callis. Don Callis comes down, his song booms up, and Juan heard it for the...
literally...
It's just one note. It's just one note. I can make that on my fucking keyboard. I could do that on my fucking keyboard if I want to. So Don Callis comes by, but before he gets a word out, Kenny Omega
if it looked at the cat,
nope.
Fuck you.
Kenny Omega immediately chases Don Callis up to the entrance ramp and starts wailing on him.
Omega's like, I'm not dealing with your shit. No, I'm just not. Just no. Just fuck you.
Exactly.
Just fuck you.
Although I would have settled for a dick kick, but this works fine.
Dick kicks are always fun. Unfortunately, what isn't fun is what ended up happening over here afterwards.
Yep. Then out comes the other cohorts of the Don Callis family, the Machine Brian Cage and the Murder Hawk Lance Archer, and they lay on a 2-on-1 beatdown on Kenny Omega. But then out comes the aerial assassin Will Ospreay with
No, Jose, you forgot that Kyle Felcher.
Oh yeah, and then the proto-star Kyle Fletcher showed up as well, and it's a 3-on-1 beatdown. Until finally, out comes Will Ospreay with a steel chair in hand. He wails Kyle Fletcher in the head with it first, or either that or Brian Cage.
No, it was Brian Cage in the back.
He wails Brian Cage in the back, and then he chases the rest
and Fletcher out of the ring.
He chases Archer and Fletcher out of the ring, and then he shares a stare down with Kenny Omega as Kenny gets back on his feet, and Dynamite closes off with Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay standing tall against the Don Callis family.
It's not really standing tall, it's more about like, okay, Kenny's looking back at Ospreay like, wait, what the fuck are you doing here? Why you? Yeah, I was hoping that someone would come help. I mean, like, who wouldn't be? I'm not gonna say no to free help if I'm getting my ass kicked. But
now, obviously,
why you?
Now, obviously, Kenny Omega.
Why the bruv?
Hang on. Obviously, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay are no strangers to each other. They shared a long history in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They have had a long rivalry. They have had matches against each other. They've tag teamed together. Will Ospreay turned his back on Kenny Omega in New Japan, as pointed out by Kyle Fletcher. They have a long history, and it is great that they're sharing at this moment in the ring. However, there's just one problem. The casual viewer of AEW don't know shit about the history of New Japan Pro Wrestling, so to them, all of it is all brand new and like, okay, cool. It's still a good segment. I'm glad Kenny was okay.
Cool. Okay, cool. It literally doesn't make sense. It like you mentioned, the filthy casuals don't know jack shit about the history of New Japan, and you should have seen this one obscure match over here in Guadalajara in 1987, and that's why this guy is the greatest of all time. No, they're not going to do that kind of shit. They want to understand a little more. Don't try and sugarcoat it.
Okay, but no, hang on. But no, stop it. But Will Ospreay does have a history with the Don Callis family, so Kenny Omega. And so even if you don't know the history of New Japan, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay have a common enemy. Don Callis. Ow! That hurt!
That's for trying to sugarcoat it! Cut it out! Haha, I didn't get hurt.
Whatever.
In the chat, Vicente in the Guerrero saying people wanted to see Kenny Omega back in the ring. 50-50 in my case. Okay, in ring and better than Young Bucks for sure.
Yes.
Great that Kenny got is selling his health better though. You'd think a chair to the head would not work versus a guy named the Machine, even if it was Will Ospreay throwing it. That's why it wasn't a chair shot in the head. It was a chair shot to the back. And I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately did not recognize Brian Cage with a full head of hair on his head. And I'm used to him having the big, beefy, bald head with the mohawk of death. That's what I'm used to seeing out of Brian Cage.
He looks like Old Man Logan, who hasn't grayed yet, and who's still and he's still beefy.
It's so weird.
I know.
So weird.
All right, now let's go ahead and shift gears and let's talk about this week's edition of TNA Impact.
Yay!
Yay! All right, so we start things off in a fun way, folks. We start off TNA Impact with a 6-man tag team match, playa.
Holla, holla, holla!
That is a lot of bodies in the ring.
There we go.
Okay.
I got it.
The teams of, representing the system, you have Eddie Edwards, the most professional wrestler Brian Myers, and JDC, Johnny Dango Curtis, whatever the fuck, versus the team of Steve Backlund, Eric Young, the world-class maniac, and the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
Why are we pushing Eric Young?
All right, so the story is that these guys at the bottom, the babyfaces, Macklin, Young, and Gresham, they're feuding with the system because the system have been bitching and complaining, have been pissing them off lately. Pretty much, we've talked about it enough about the system. They've been running roughshod on the TNA roster, pretty much inserting themselves wherever they can, and it's getting on some guys' nerves. So these guys square off, and it was a fun tag match to watch. Of course, Alicia Edwards is at ringside, trying to get away with whatever chicanery she can with the referee's back turned.
You wanna know something?
No, we want to know nothing from you. I don't want to learn from you.
Listen, that's grating, but I'm not sure she's ever gonna reach the same heights as Vicky Guerrero did.
Oh, God.
But keep at it.
All right, so...
Don't get me wrong, I'd be happy to.
But thankfully, the babyfaces do triumph as Steve Macklin gets into the ring and he hits an incredible, and he's a ball of fire, and he lays out all the members of the system. He even jumped one of them with his running crossbody move that he calls the crosshairs, which I love. It's so cool. And in the end of it all, I was in the middle of doing my own setting things up production, so I was multitasking. But in the end, Steve Macklin, Eric Young, and Jonathan Gresham were able to triumph over the system, and they won the 6-man tag match. However, it came at a consequence.
Oh no.
Because after the tag match, the system jumped them yet again, and they took out Jonathan Gresham. They laid out Jonathan Gresham with a tag team slam in the middle of the ring, threw his ass at ringside. They tried to Pillmanize him by putting the chair around his through his neck, through his head, and they threw him against the ring post.
You gotta be shitting me!
So Jonathan Gresham has been taken out.
Oh my God! The octopus! How's he going to grapple with Jordan Grace now?
Oh,
God
man.
Damn!
I know.
God damn!
Poor man.
Poor Jordan. Fuck that. Poor Jordan.
You're more sad for her.
Yes, I'm more sad for her.
Oh, trust me, we're going to get to Jordan a little bit later, and it's going to be even more depressing.
Let's see here. Well, since Eric Young can still work in the ring at age 45, 46, nothing wrong with pushing him baby face or crazy heel. Yeah, no, I totally understand, Vicente. It's an old Jim Cornette fucking thing from back when he was working in TNA, and this was back when Eric Young was in there, and he was a mid-level comedy guy. So it's just an old reference that I like to make about Eric Young. It's all good. Since Alicia Edwards has a 10 out of 10 look, yes, I want to know something from her. Giggity.
All right, now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is a special stipulation called as Santana competes in the Northern Armory Gauntlet. The rules, of course, it's a gauntlet-style match. Santana will be facing one member after the other, and if he is able to score victory over one of the members, then they send in the next one until all members of the Northern Armory have faced off against Santana. So
he's got to beat each one individually first?
That's right. He starts off by fighting against the guy on the right, Judas Icarus, which I think it's a clever wrestling name.
Traitor, arrogant, flying close to the sun. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Judas Icarus. You could do something with that. So the story in this gauntlet match, of course, is that the Northern Arm, these guys have a strategy, and they're working over the right arm of Mike Santana. So they hit him. What's his face? So Judas Icarus gets a first crack at him, tries to work over the right arm, but he gets taken out quickly when Mike Santana hits his discus lariat, sending him spinning like a top, and pins Icarus in the middle of the ring, and he's the first guy out. And then out comes the next man, Travis Williams. He goes in there and continues to work on the right arm of Santana, hitting him with a series of armbar submission holds, trying to wear Santana down. Of course, Santana was able to hit him with an alley-oop, and then he rolls over, follows it up with a sit-out powerbomb to eliminate Travis Williams from the match. And then finally, these two guys square off. Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, slowly gets into the ring with Mike Santana. But oh no, it was all a ruse. The gauntlet was just a giant hoax as the Northern Armory returns to the ring and lays in a 3-on-1 beatdown against Mike Santana and takes him out.
No!
And then Josh Alexander retrieves the headgear that Santana took from him, and the Northern Armory stand tall over the carcass of Mike Santana.
No!
Oh.
The gall, you rotten, dirty cheaters! How dare you!
This was actually a really good match, and it displays, Mike Santana's amazing resiliency and his ability to go the distance, facing these guys off in a gauntlet-style wrestling match. And of course, it continues to further the rivalry between Santana and Josh Alexander. I like that.
Holy fuck! I like this is actually good, building, good building, storytelling, building of a story. Fuck! God damn!
I know, wrestling is great, isn't it?
Wrestling is so much fun.
Long name for a match, and almost weird that Ethan Page could not be a part of the Northern Armory Gauntlet match. It's okay. You know what? Ethan Page, he's doing just fine where he is, according to Cody.
Actually, yeah. No, he's in a much better place now.
At least he's not sitting at home collecting checks.
Right.
Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this is a video package of none other than...
Say
his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
So this is a video package of Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry has a second opportunity to face Nick Nemeth for the TNA World title at Genesis. And over here, we see a video package of him training. We see a video package of Joe Hendry in his early years of wrestling. And just different videos, different montages of all the matches that he's competed in TNA. And he talks about how it's how it's important to him and he hypes up his match against Nick Nemeth for the TNA World title. It's a great video package. You'd have to watch it and enjoy it. It's great. It's like 7 minutes long. And I think that the video package was very well produced.
Just wave your hands from side to side.
That being said, let's pause the thing for a second because I actually do want to bring this point up. And this is something that I talked to Juan before we went on the air. I fear that that TNA may run the risk of the bloom falling off the rose on the popularity of Joe Hendry, because Joe Hendry has had many opportunities to go after the TNA World title, and I have no idea why they're holding back on pulling the trigger on making him world champion, and it's taking so long. And the longer they take with a guy like him riding with this much momentum, I fear that they're running the risk of burning him out.
Right, wearing him out before he's actually had a chance to finally capture the championship.
Yeah.
You can only have somebody chase after the title for so long before they run out of gas. And that gas is fan support.
Exactly. And I'm glad that the fan support...
That.
Yeah,
we do not want that.
We don't want that. And the fan support is still there. I'm happy for it. But for how long is the fan support going to last? And how long can we keep saying the same thing of Joe Hendry trying to catch the gold, only to come up short every single time? How many times can we see that? Like, come on, man. Imagine you're in the audience and you're watching your favorite guy going after the title for like the billionth time, and you see him like come up short yet again. Like, how damaging is that?
Oh, that would be an issue. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that regarding the prestigious one, the Scottish sensation, the man who is pure 252 Scottish pounds of pure inspiration.
Pure motivation.
Pure motivation. There we go.
I certainly hope not. That is something that's been in the back. That is a trepidation that I have, and I hope it doesn't come to fruition. Now,
yeah, no, I hope you're right, Jose. I really do, because, like we said, we believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sit up, man. The show's almost over, man. Sit up a little bit.
I know. I just had to go
Work
on a candy break.
posture.
So now let's get to the match of the night, and this was a tag match, player.
Holla, holla.
So, and it is the team of.
Whoa, that's a big graphic. Let me fix that.
That's TNA's fault, not mine.
I'm still blaming you.
And it is the Rascals, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel going up against the Good Hands, John Schuyler and Jason Hotch. We start things off with a really bad promo from the Good Hands, of course, doing their heel shtick. And then we get the Rascals interrupting the promo segment. They come in. They have a tag match. The match wasn't really long. And the Good Hands, of course, they ate shit against the Rascals. The Rascals made quick work of these jobbers and just knocked their asses out. That's it. Thanks for coming.
Just fuck off.
Just fuck off. Yeah. I mean, they put up a fight, but like, come on. You really think the Rascals are going to lose to these guys? Nah, bro, nah.
Listen, no. That ain't how it's going to happen.
No, it's not. And now, let's go ahead and shift things over. And this is another thing that I am very, very, very concerned about. And man, it is hard for me to watch. Because we get an in-ring segment with Jordynne Grace.
Okay.
So in the past... So, since TNA Final Resolution, Tessa Blanchard made her return, and she's been attacking Jordynne Grace, ambushing her week after week, and making this proclamation that the women's division belongs to her. And that and last week was the last time she ambushed Jordynne Grace. She ambushed Jordynne Grace in after the main event match, and she brawled with Jordynne Grace and choked her out, threw her ass out of the building. And then, and Jordynne Grace, she's just pissed off. She is livid. She marches down to the ring. She grabs a mic and challenges Tessa Blanchard to face her in the middle of the ring. So Tessa Blanchard, she pops up, she runs over the barricade. She runs into the ring. These two women have a brawl, and the referees and officials had to come by and split up Jordynne Grace and Tessa Blanchard. And this is where,
but Jose, you gotta, but what? How is this bad? How is this disheartening? How is this disappointing? What? No. How are you having a problem with this segment? It was fiery. It was insane. It was bedlam. Like there was no fucking Jordynne Grace was ready to tear Tessa Blanchard from asshole to appetite. You gotta tell me how the fuck is this gonna work? Tell me, go on.
All right.
Please.
And this is another thing that I discussed with Juan prior to going live. Here are my trepidations about it for two reasons. This is twofold, actually. It's hard for me to watch it because of what we know about Tessa Blanchard and her controversies and the allegations levied against her back in 2020. And now she's come back, and it's been 4 years. I mean, it's been 4 now, going on 5, and she still hasn't made any type of public denouncement of any of her allegations. In fact, she has denied those allegations when they first came out, and she hasn't really done anything to earn back anyone's good graces or anything like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, this was a very bold move of TNA to bring her back. And I know we've talked about this, and I'm beating a dead horse, but this is one of the reasons why I have a hard time watching it. And the other side of the coin is Jordynne Grace, what we know about Jordynne Grace. According to the reports, Jordynne Grace is going to be wrapping up...
Which report? From who?
From Fightful.
Okay, thank
Jordynne Grace is actually is wrapping up her TNA run by the end of this month. And after January, she'll be a free agent, and she can return as early as the Royal Rumble on February 3rd.
Holy shit.
So you can imagine how hard it is for me to watch this segment featuring two women, one of them who's going to be gone, and the other from TNA, and the other one who we're still having a hard time
trying to understand whether or not if she's actually gotten through the done the proper mea culpas to fucking try and earn people's respect back and shit.
Yeah, we know Tessa Blanchard is a good wrestler, but is she good enough to tolerate all this baggage that she carries with her? That's the big question.
No, I get it. Okay, I totally get it. Real quick, Vicente was saying Joe Hendry will get the title, or really should. Drew McIntyre heel version got beat 2 or 3 pay-per-views in a row by Roman Reigns before going face-to-face and finally becoming champion. And also, Nikki Bella made their way into the chat. Hey up, Nikki Bella. We saw that you are a little later. It's okay. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. They defeated Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Nicely done.
Cool. We like Call... Well,
nicely, well done for you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Yay.
But folks, you let me know in the live chat. What are your thoughts about Tessa Blanchard and Jordynne Grace? You guys let me know. You guys might have a different opinion about it than we do, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and get straight over to the main event. Yeah, that was a repeat. That was a typo on my end, so there is no honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah, I know. So now let's get over to the main event. It is a tag match, player.
Holla, holla.
The team, this was advertised as of last week. Joe Hendry and the former ECW World Champion Rhino, the War Machine, team up to take on Nick Nemeth and his brother, Hollywood Hunk, Ryan Nemeth.
Who, fun fact, also happens to be the TNA World Champion.
Oh yeah, that's right. TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth and Hollywood Hunk, Ryan Nemeth. So,
that's just it. Ryan did this to the both of them. Ryan is complaining that after that, Ryan's complaining about Rhino got him into a fucking thing where I want to take on Rhino with my brother, with Nick Nemeth. I want to take him on, and we're gonna beat him up together.
Yeah, he's been stirring a lot of shit.
Yeah, and Joe Hendry basically walked in you know what? Let's actually make this even. And let's make it a nice little sneak preview of things to come between us. I'll join Rhino and we make it a tag match. And Santino Marella is all over it. And yeah, all right, it's a tag match next week.
Exactly.
Okay,
and of course
tell us about the match.
Well, first of all, we do have Frankie Kazarian joining the commentary team again,
Ew.
which is becoming a weekly thing now.
Frankie, what are you doing? Go to Hollywood.
Exactly.
Just relax.
Oh, God. And now, back in the tag match. So, Ryan Nemeth starts off with Rhino in the middle of the ring, and these two square off for a little bit before Ryan Nemeth tags his brother into the ring because he doesn't want any of that smoke. And so
he's being a chicken shit.
He's being a chicken shit. Nick Nemeth gets into the ring, wrestles with Rhino for a little bit, and the story is that the Nemeth brothers are working over Rhino, trying to wear him down. There's once again targeting his arm, especially Ryan Nemeth, who's been keeping the War Machine grounded. And then eventually, Rhino gets the hot tag on Joe Hendry, and Joe Hendry annihilates Ryan Nemeth. He knocks him down with clotheslines. He knocks down Ryan Nemeth with, and then he grabs Nick Nemeth in midair and hits a beautiful fallaway slam followed by with a kick up, and the fans love it.
The only one who's got any heel heat in there is Ryan. Ryan's the only one in there. Everyone's cheering for Nick Nemeth. Everyone's cheering for Joe Hendry. Everyone's cheering for Rhino. But Ryan Nemeth is a little shit. He's a little weasel of a brat of a little brother. Just imagine. Imagine having a little brother who's just a little weasel. Who's just a little complaining, who's always trying to make his big brother fix things. Imagine it, Jose. Imagine it. Imagine it. Imagine it. Imagine it. Imagine it. Imagine it.
Stop that. That doesn't sound like something I would do. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like an angel thing.
Imagine it.
Anyways, so Joe Hendry lays out Nick Nemeth with a fallaway slam. Rhino lays out Ryan Nemeth with a nice belly to belly, and then but then Rhino gets eaten up by a super kick by Nick Nemeth, and eventually in the final moments of the match, Rhino hits Ryan Nemeth with a gore, not a spear, a gore downstairs, and Nick Nemeth catches Joe Hendry catches Nick Nemeth and hits him with the standing ovation in the middle of the ring to pin and win. Your winners, Joe Hendry and Rhino.
All right. How did Nick Nemeth take this?
Well, in the end, before the show closed off the air, Nick Nemeth was struggling to get back into the ring. He has a little stare down moment with Joe Hendry.
Because they're going to face off at Genesis. Yeah.
Because these two are going to face off at Genesis. So, yeah, that's where the show ends. It was a good main event.
Did Ryan Nemeth do anything? Did he try to
Hell no.
Yeah, no, how dare you? No.
Hell no. Ryan Nemeth is dude. Ryan Nemeth is checked out. He's done.
Good. Serves him right.
All right, Juan, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, so overall, this week's TNA Impact was a pretty serviceable show. We got a great opening six-man tag match. We finished it off with a great tag team main event match. Savannah Evans also wrestled a good knockouts match against Ling Yi Lee. I'm just going to call her Xia Li. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. And the Northern Armory Gauntlet match was very well done. I like the story that they told in that match. That was amazing. And Joe Hendry's video package, like I said.
Stop over, put me on your head. Sorry. I just realized. Sorry, go on.
No. Joe Hendry's video package, 7 minutes long. I recommend you look it up and watch it on Twitter. It's really good. It's very well produced. Now, of course, I do have to knock the show down a few pegs with, like, man, it's just very hard to get over the controversies and the shit we know of Jordynne Grace and Tessa Blanchard. Like, it's just so hard to watch.
Maybe you should use that as motivation to watch them fight.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe.
Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite started off pretty solid. I loved Will Ospreay versus Buddy Matthews. I thought that was pretty serviceable. I thought the match was great. The main event of Kenny Omega making his return. I'm very happy to see him. I know we talk shit about the Elite a lot. We talk shit about the Young Bucks, but I think one thing that me and Juan we could agree on is that we do have a bit of respect for the best bout machine.
For the belt collector, for the cleaner. How many other names does he have?
I think that's it.
Just those three?
I think, maybe.
Really?
I'll have to look it up. But but I'm happy to see Kenny Omega. He's alive and healthy. That's what's important.
But when he's with Hiroshi Tanahashi, they're the Golden Lovers, right?
No, when he's with Kota Ibushi.
I got the two mixed up. My bad. Ibushi.
No, you're fine. Everything else in between was good. I like the Casino Gauntlet match. Will Hobbs is Powerhouse Hobbs is the right guy to win it.
He should be champion. He has meat.
Yes, he does. I loved Bobby Lashley destroying Mark Briscoe. Sorry, man. I mean, you're not going to make me a non-fan of Bobby Lashley, and you're also not going to make me turn on Adam Copeland.
Of the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Of the almighty. And you're also not going to make me turn on the rated R superstar Adam Copeland.
Excuse me.
Cope.
Yeah.
Because despite being in a rivalry with an AEW World Champion that fans are already getting tired of, Cope can still cut a really great promo.
Of course he can. He has to, considering how Moxley's shitting the mic.
Exactly.
Vicente was saying in the chat, Ryan Nemeth's brown hair dye was the same look that Nick was wearing for a few months as Dolph Ziggler. Let's see, Ryan Nemeth running from Rhino. Well, hey, I would tag out too. Okay, yeah, that is the only sane move when you have literally Rhino chasing your ass. And yeah, and Vicente also says, I'll miss Jordynne Grace in TNA, but same time, happy Tessa Blanchard is back. Okay, that's cool. And Mr. Quake, Jordynne Grace is the Beth Phoenix of TNA. She's beyond Beth Phoenix, man.
Yeah, she is.
I'm sorry, she is way bigger than Beth Phoenix. And that's not taking anything away from Beth either. America loves Super Mecha. Yeah, no, I remember you, dude. You keep saying that. You're right. America should love Super Mechs.
Yes,
like giant robots.
Anyways, now this year's WWE's New Year's Evil. It's going to take a while for me to get used to. I think it's now opening a new chapter with new champions. Oba Femi, the NXT champion. The beautiful madness that is Julia, the NXT Women's Champion. And all the matches that they had on New Year's Evil was awesome. Lexis King becoming a 2-time Heritage Cup champion through a misfire, through a misdirect nut shot at Charlie Dempsey, but it was still cool to watch.
That's what Charlie Dempsey gets for having a really crappy mustache.
Yeah, no, everything was good up to the main event segment. And I'm like, you know what? Rock, Dwayne, please, just stop talking. You're not helping, dude.
Like, Dwayne, you're an excellent spokesman for TKO Holdings, for the WWE. You're an excellent ambassador to this company that has given you so many opportunities, that has granted you so much in your life, and that you now want to try and provide as many opportunities back. But as a wise man once said, at this point, you should do what that wise man once said. Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah. Thank you.
Goddamn, Dwayne!
Also, is it just me, or is there a little bit of a Star Trek theme with the lettering of New Year's Evil?
Use your wrist, Dwayne! Since you don't know what the fuck to say!
Thank you.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that too. What the fuck is up with the font of New Year's Evil? It looks like Star Trek Deep Space Nine and Star Trek Voyager's font.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I'm like, wait, are we gonna get a special appearance by Michael Dorn?
That would be so cool. Michael Dorn is Worf. I am Worf, son of Moog, and I say, you, Dwayne Johnson, are without honor. You are a coward and a liar, and I challenge you for control of the WWE. Oh, that'd be so cool. Worf would completely destroy The Rock.
Anyway, so that's going to do it for this week, folks. Just to remind you that we will be having Los Amigos play this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be starting a new playthrough of A Plague's Tale: Innocence, and this time Diana Rose cosplay will be on the controller for that, so be sure to tune in Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at Kick. So until then, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an Interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravensflock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling